This is David Harrison Greis of the Greis Report. What happens when the mask begins to slip and the cracks in the whole foundation begin to show? Well, we're starting to see a little bit of that happen. So let's talk about what happened with Mike Flood. So Mike Flood, who is a MAGA representative from Nebraska, he is a Trump bootlicker through and through. He held a town hall with his hometown people in Nebraska. He kind of expected to kind of swagger in there, being like hero of the day, doing a sermon on the mount, all that kind of stuff. And guess what? He walked in, and not even 30 seconds into his speech about the big, beautiful pile of crap, people booed him. They didn't just boo him, they heckled him. And it went on and on for quite a long time. So, number one, as he tried to defend the bill, people were just going, boo, boo, boo. But then he started talking about different topics. He's trying to defend MAGA, and people are chanting, tax the rich, tax the rich. And we all know one of my favorite things to say is eat the rich. They were taunting him with chants of vote him out, vote him out. And this got me thinking, the midterms are coming up. These people in these districts where these MAGA representatives are licking Trump's boot, they are not happy. And guess what's going to happen? Midterms, baby, they're going to be voted out. And that's going to be great for all of us because that's what we need. We need the people to stand up, get a backbone, take a vote, make sure you get out and vote and take a stand to all of this. Voting is going to be super important during the next election. We can midterm them out. So if you like what you're hearing so far tonight, please remember to like, subscribe. Down below, we have the Greis Report at gmail.com. Again, that's the Greis Report at gmail.com. Please send us any tips, leads, any story requests. We're always happy to engage with our viewers. So that town hall ended terribly. He went out and was like, I'm never going to do this again, at least not this year. And that was that. So next story, this comes from CBS News. And the first story comes from the New York Times. Definitely a reputable source. Make sure at the conclusion of this video that you go and watch that video of Mike Flood getting heckled because it is downright hysterical. Next source is CBS News. So just to preface the story, we know that CBS News is anticipating their Skydance merger, which means that they are probably currently acting as a mouthpiece. We don't know this for a fact, but we suspect it, so anything that comes out of CBS News' mouth, we are going to be suspect of. So put on your skepticals and get ready to listen to this because Donald Trump wants to take over the 2028 Olympics. So according to CBS News, he wants to put into place an executive order that's going to create a security task force. And the security task force is going to allow him to basically vet individuals coming into the country for the Olympics. So his target, or his stated target, is transgender athletes. He wants to make sure that no transgender athletes get a visa to come into the country from any other country. So this is discriminatory as well. But we're going to be keeping our eyes on what other kind of discrimination is going on because we don't suspect it's going to stop there. Final story I'm going to talk about tonight, KTLA 5, a local Southern California station. They are a news station. I believe they are associated with the CW, if I'm not mistaken. They are reporting that there was some litigation that was ongoing regarding the ICE Gestapo raids in Southern California. So these ICE cowards were doing things like knocking on people's doors, saying their tire was flat, there was a problem with their vehicle, could you come outside, and then they were abducting them once they were outside their home for a concentration camp. These are deceptive practices. In addition, they wore vests that clearly stated police. But they're not police. They're ICE. They are a totally different branch. They don't belong wearing police vests. So now guess what? As a result of a specific order made by Judge Otis Wright in the lawsuit known as Kidd versus Noam, and we all know that's Christian Noam, ICE in Southern California and the specific districts and counties of LA where this lawsuit took place, that was the venue for the lawsuit. They can no longer lure people outside under false pretenses. They can no longer pretend that they're police. They can no longer pretend that they're federal agents of any kind. They must wear ICE labels. This is a step towards identifying ICE, and even though it's limited to a small branch of California, we could potentially push this for the larger country. The more people that get on this, the better, because ICE will not feel so emboldened when we can point them out and see exactly who the traitors are. This is David Harrison Greis of the Greis Report, signing off.